Guys, this is officially our first episode. So for today's video, I wanted to do some work on the SI. So over here, I got this hybrid racing shifter. So today we're going to be doing a install on that. So let's get right into it. So some things that you're gonna need for tools basically are a flathead screwdriver, 5 and 6 millimeter Allen wrench, 5 millimeter nut driver, 12 and a 17 millimeter wrench, and a 12 millimeter socket / ratchet. So that's what we're going to be using today. So first off, you're going to want to remove your existing shift knob. So this is a 14 wrench. Next thing, use your flathead screwdriver. Pop this plastic off. Next thing, you're going to want to pop this plastic piece off. Now, to remove this center console, what you got to do is you got to remove these two screws right here, and then these two on the side. So pretty much that should do it for this area. And then you do have a clip on the driver's side right there on the bottom. So this is the clip. You got to pop this off. And then you have two more in this compartment here. So you're going to take these two out. And then that pretty much does it for the center console. It should basically pop off, and then you can kind of move it to the side, give yourself some room. Now to remove the shifter cables, there are these little clips here. So what you got to do, you got to use two of your thumbs, just move them away from each other, and then pop that off the little bearing there. Bruh. And then same thing with this one. Okay. Now you got to remove these 3 bolts right here, which are a 12 millimeter. And that pretty much takes off your stock shifter. So next, what you want to do is remove these shifter bushings right here. So pretty much you grab it on right here and then you turn counterclockwise, and that should pop that guy off right there. Same thing on this side right here, turn it counterclockwise and then pop that off right there, and that pretty much gets your stock shifter off. I used some pliers to kind of grab on and then just turn it a little bit counterclockwise, and then it turned and it popped off right away. So that's probably an easier way to get it off. So that pretty much is the removal of everything. And then right now we're gonna get the hybrid racing shifter in here and then see how that bolts up. So it's right here. So we got some M8 bolts, 3 washers. Okay. And then the shifter. So let's try this out. So the shifter bushings are pretty much the same. You gotta find that spot where they go in. Right there. Turn them clockwise. This time it's clockwise for tight. Right there. Okay. So this one will go right in right here. This one right here. You gotta make sure everything lines up properly, because one side will go off and then the other side, and then it keeps going. So line up your shifter cables first, I'd say. To lock. Again, you can use the pliers like I have. Grab it. There. Clockwise. That's tight. Okay. Same thing with this one here. Find that spot. And get some more light in here. You guys can see better. Or if that light is blinding you, maybe we can put it somewhere here. So now for this one, again, you gotta find that spot. In. I think. Okay, so pretty much the bushings are in. And now all we gotta do is connect these shifter cables to the shifter itself. Now again, you pull away with the clip. And then it pops right in. Make sure the clip is in place. Same thing for this one. Pull away. Pop it in, make sure the clip is in place. So now that the only thing left is pretty much just bolting up the 3 bolts back with the washers that they provided. Okay, so the last step is mounting these 3 bolts down right here. Use the Allen key. Melt it down real nice. I'm going to be pounding those gears. Okay. So that pretty much does that part. Now what's left is you're going to put back all your plastic things like your center console, your shift boot and all that stuff. Alright guys, that'll do it for this install. Turned out really good. Looks really nice. So pretty much that'll do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed and we'll see you in the next one.